Welcome to our journey through the mystical and often eerie folklore of the Alps. Today we delve into one of the most enduring legends of these mountainous regions. A tale that has been whispered through generations. Join us as we uncover the story of the White Lady. Stories of ghosts and mythical creatures are part of every culture, and the Alps are no exception. One of the most famous legends of the mountainous regions of Switzerland and Austria is the tale of the ghost known as the White Lady. According to the legend, this spirit appears during snowstorms and avalanches, sometimes warning climbers and travelers of impending danger, while at other times foretelling tragedy. These stories have been passed down through generations, strengthening the connection between the people of the Alps and their belief in the supernatural. In this report, we will explore both the mythological background of the White Lady and real-life testimonies from those who claim to have encountered this mysterious figure. The White Lady is a classic figure in European folklore. She is often depicted as a woman dressed in white, a ghost tied to tragic events from the past. In the Alps, this ghost is associated with specific mountain passes where avalanches, snowstorms, or other deadly natural disasters have occurred. One version of the legend describes the White Lady as the spirit of a woman who once lived in an Alpine village. She lost her family during a brutal winter when an avalanche buried her loved ones. Since then, she has wandered the mountain passes, warning other travelers of impending danger to prevent them from sharing her family's fate. Another version portrays her as the spirit of a woman who died while trying to cross the Alps in harsh winter conditions, and her ghost has since become part of the mountain itself. Over the decades, many stories have emerged from climbers and residents of mountain villages who claim to have seen the White Lady. Although these accounts are subjective and often difficult to verify, they are noteworthy due to their frequency and detail. In 1995, an Austrian climber named Heinz Grabner shared his encounter with the White Lady. He was climbing one of the peaks in Tyrol when a sudden snowstorm began. Heinz claimed that just before an avalanche struck, he saw the figure of a woman dressed in white standing on a nearby ledge. She didn't speak, but raised her hand, pointing to a dangerous section of the slope. Grabner immediately changed his route and avoided the avalanche, which later buried the area where he had planned to go. In one of the remote mountain pastures of Switzerland, a shepherd named Johann Trenz claimed to have seen the White Lady several times while tending to his flock in the high-altitude meadows. According to him, she appeared before snowstorms as if warning him of the approaching danger. He recalled one occasion when she stood on a hilltop, wrapped in white clothing, and a few hours later, a severe storm broke out. Johann always considered her a protective spirit. In 2008, a group of tourists hiking in the Austrian Alps reported encountering the White Lady. They recounted seeing the figure of a woman in white standing in the distance against a backdrop of a mountain peak shrouded in swirling snow. Minutes later, an avalanche occurred, and the tourists, having been alerted to the danger, managed to find shelter in a safe spot. They later claimed the figure vanished as suddenly as she had appeared. Marta Lonhardt, a ski instructor living in a small village in the Swiss Alps, recounted an eerie winter experience. One night, during a heavy snowstorm, she went out to inspect the slopes before her morning lessons. Through the swirling snow, she spotted the figure of a woman standing in the road that led to the mountains. Marta approached, but as she neared, the figure dissolved into thin air. Later, she learned that this particular spot was prone to avalanches, Marta believed the White Lady had warned her of the danger, and from that point on she treated nature with more reverence. Hans Gruner, a rescue helicopter pilot, had a strange encounter while on a mission to evacuate climbers trapped by an avalanche. As he flew through the thick snowstorm, visibility was minimal, but Hans reported seeing a white figure on a mountainside. Despite the blizzard, the figure remained clear. However, as the helicopter neared the spot where the woman stood, she vanished. Later, Hans admitted that he felt as though someone had guided him toward rescuing the climbers, as they were found near the exact location where he had seen the figure. One of the most recent accounts came from a French tourist named Etienne Laroche, who was hiking the Alpine trails near Berchtesgaden in Austria in 2016. Etienne recalled being alone in the mountains when a snowstorm began brewing on the horizon. He noticed the worsening weather and decided to take a safer route. But just before doing so, he noticed a woman dressed in white standing on a rock near the cliff edge. She stood perfectly still, and despite the wind, her clothing did not move. Etienne felt a deep unease as if she was watching him, and hurried away. Later, he learned that an avalanche had occurred in the area where he had seen the White Lady. In recent years, the legend of the White Lady of the Alps has attracted the attention of not only folklore enthusiasts, but also tourists interested in mystical stories. Some villages in Switzerland and Austria offer special tours where local guides share tales of the White Lady, piquing the interest of visitors. The White Lady has also become a popular figure in literature and film, where her image is used to create an atmosphere of mystery and suspense. For example, several independent documentaries have been made about her supposed appearances, drawing a wide audience's attention to this phenomenon. In most versions of the legend, the White Lady is portrayed as a protective figure, warning climbers and travelers of imminent danger. Locals often believe she is the spirit of a woman who died in the mountains and now helps others avoid her tragic fate. However, to some she remains a harbinger of disaster or even death, likely tied to the tragic context of her appearances. The White Lady of the Alps has parallels with other European folklore figures, such as the Lady in White or the Banshee, who foretells death in Irish myths. These legends often serve as reminders of nature's power and the fragility of human life in the face of natural forces. Modern scientists and psychologists offer various explanations for this phenomenon. Some believe that the White Lady may be a result of visual illusions caused by snowstorms, exhaustion or hypoxia, where the brain, deprived of oxygen, begins to create images. There is also the theory that bright white figures could be light reflections or distortions caused by atmospheric conditions such as snowstorms or ice crystals. In particular, snowstorms can create optical illusions that people interpret as ghostly figures. The legends of the White Lady of the Alps are deeply rooted in the folklore of mountainous regions like Switzerland and Austria. While most encounters with this spirit remain unverified and can be explained scientifically, the stories continue to live on in the memories of climbers and locals. The White Lady serves as a symbol of nature's power and a reminder of those who perished in the mountains. To some she is a guardian, to others a harbinger of death, but in any case she remains an integral part of Alpine mysticism. The stories of the White Lady of the Alps continue to capture the imagination of both locals and tourists. Whether they are myths born from the harsh natural environment or actual encounters, these tales remain a significant part of the cultural heritage of the Alps. The White Lady symbolizes the mysterious yet powerful nature that can be both a friend and a foe to those who dare to challenge it. If this deep dive into the history and legend of the intrigued you, be sure to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you'd like to explore other cryptids, unsolved mysteries, or folklore from around the world in future videos. And don't forget to subscribe for more adventures into the unknown.